The object was to produce a field of invisibility for the ship. And I might point out in 1940 there were very poor radar systems. The technology also began about 1931 for radar. But we didn't have anything like a really sophisticated radar system in 1940, so they were concerned about ship invisibility. A special crew was chosen. The Eldridge was taken off the drawing board, and the equipment was designed to fit into it with the two main generators in the forward hold, number 2 gun turret. And as you saw there, the tests, 2 of them were conducted. The first one, both tests with an experimental crew, specially chosen. First one was 22 July 1943, in which they achieved in radar as well as optical invisibility. It was very successful in terms of the hardware. But they had a problem with personnel, being disoriented, nauseous, totally mentally destabilized, if you will. So when the ship was returned to dockside after an approximate 20-minute test at 1000 hours in the morning, a new crew was assigned. Van Neumann knew he had a very serious problem. He had listened to us eventually that there was a problem, and he knew it then. Went to the Navy for an extension on time. The Navy said, no way, there's a war on. Do what you have to do to make it work, but you have a deadline, drop-dead date, 12 August 1943. If you can't make that date, forget it. We were all working furiously around the clock. Came the date. Everything was ready, we thought, and we went out in the harbor. Actually, my brother and I were very apprehensive. So we were given the radio command, as per the movie, turn the equipment on. For about 70 seconds, to the outside observers, everything appeared to be functioning correctly. Radar invisibility was achieved. There was no true optical invisibility, though there was a great haze of fog, greenish in color. And then after about 70 seconds, the ship disappeared completely. As the movie indicated, on board, there was a great deal of problems. We realized from the outset that something was wrong, seriously wrong. And when everything started to nearly explode around us, we tried to shut the equipment off, found the handles frozen. We could not shut it off. We got zapped. We decided the only way out was outside. And we both simultaneously got the idea, let's jump overboard and jump in the bay and swim ashore. We jumped overboard all right. We did not wind up in the bay. We wound up on shore at Montauk, Long Island, inside the perimeter of a military base at Montauk, which was then known as Fort Hero and was the other terminal of this experiment known as the Phoenix Project, at approximately 2 a.m. in the morning. And a very bright light was shining down on us. We felt this fence in back of us. We didn't know where we were or what had happened. A very, very bright spotlight and this noisy thing overhead, a helicopter. What did we know about helicopters? Sikorsky was still working on them in '43. MPs grabbed us, took us down below into one of the labs, and we were confronted by Dr. Van Neumann, an old man. He says, I am Dr. Van Neumann. We've been expecting you. And he says, you're who? He says, you're a doc. We have been expecting you. I am Dr. Van Neumann. He eventually convinced us of the fact, and of course looking around there, seeing video displays, terminals, equipment like we had never seen, we knew something was wrong. He told us briefly, we know what has happened. The 2 experiments have locked up. We've created a huge hole in hyperspace. The Eldridge is in it. You have to go back and smash the equipment and return that ship to its normal place. I said, we can do this here. The Phoenix Project did achieve total control of time and space.
The UFO Channel is asking the public to send in their UFO, UAP videos to be displayed on the UFO Channel. With your contribution, you will be helping us bring full disclosure from the government about the alien presence on Earth. Don't forget to write a comment, and don't forget to push the like and subscribe buttons for the UFO Channel. Regardless of what any publication or anyone says, only the truth matters.